I see another YouTube clip. Yeah. This is going to end up being a rant on mines, workshopping them, and how would they work. Anyways, I hope you guys have been enjoying these. I got nothing else to talk about during the stream. But speaking of, drop by and hang out sometime if you see me live. With that being said, thank you for the voodoo that you do. Stay safe and fly right out there. There you go. If only the passenger could drop those laser mines behind them. I'm really interested in how that mine gameplay is going to work, as I could honestly see the best use of it is just dropping them manually out of a cargo bay like a cutlass behind you when somebody is chasing you. Because, like, the idea of a minefield in space just seems kind of dumb, unless they're, like, really hard to detect, you know? Like, if you know they're, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they'd be scannable and, like, oh god, don't enter that minefield. But if they're, like, invisible and, like, they're really... They explode. Like, the thing is, like, you have to get close to them for them to fucking, you know, either latch on, track, or, you know, explode near you. And you know how far away most objects are from each other in space, even in this fucking game? Like, you would need to lay a lot of mines, and the coverage would need to be very thick, is what I'm getting at. So I don't know if it would actually be worth it from that point of view. God damn it. Just need mines with hyperdrives. There you go. Maybe chained, triggered together, so if one and a few... That's... Well, see, that's the thing, is that then you need them so close that, you know, they'd be hitting them... single cutlass would be hitting multiples anyways. I guess if they're, like, only meant for, you know, anti-capital ships, you know, and that way, like, every other ship feels like a rowboat flying, you know, kind of, you know, going around them type of thing. And they would need, like, a huge track, but, like, then, even then they'd be easy to, you know, track and scan with by regular ships.
Hello there.
So it would be a danger to only a lone capital ship that isn't checking its corners. I don't know. Like, again, this is how CIG makes their money. It's like, here, mine layer. Oh, and of course you'll want the mine seeker, which detects mines, you know, because of course we're never going to let a regular vehicle do that. So they sell you that idea of both of those ships, and like, okay, so there's mine finding and mine laying gameplay. All right, okay. And then yeah, they let you invent it in your head. They don't have to commit anything on paper, and then they get $1 million. Easy. If that's the model that they go off of, then yeah, they're using your imagination to basically fuel their sales. It's going to be a long time before they actually, you know, have to commit on paper. Yeah, this is what the mines actually do, how they're actually going to work. What I imagine is there'll probably be different size of mines. More than likely, once they start to revisit it, they'll start to actually workshop all of this stuff in their head, right? They're probably going to realize that a big giant mine that would hurt a capital ship would totally one-shot, you know, something like a cutlass, and something that would hurt a cutlass, you know, wouldn't even, you know, do anything to something like a capital ship, like an Idris, or, you know, even bigger, like a Bengal. So if they want mines to be useful, they're probably going to have to realize, as I'm shopping this right now, they'll have multiple sizes. They're probably going to sell a small mine laying ship. They're going to have some sort of ship that needs to, and then okay, so if you sell multiple sizes, you run into the problem that I'm now workshopping mines. So you sell multiple sizes, then you have the issue of, well, a big giant one that's the size, you know, half the size of a cutlass, that should be really easy to find and scan. It would have a big signal or whatever, right? So, like, mines should be easy to find and avoid at that point. I just, like, do the mines move and have engine powers like Galaxy Quest?
And what you fail to realize is my ship is dragging mines. No! Turn! Turn!
Do you, like, chain a whole bunch of them together and use them offensively? Like, again, they're selling the idea. They say mines, and then we put all of this stuff that we've seen in sci-fi movies with mines and, you know, World War II, like, submarine type shit with mines, and We imagine what that would be applied to in a video game, and then they don't have to think of it themselves. Like, just trying to go through the basics of how it would work, none of it makes sense. If they're big enough, if they're so big that they hurt a capital ship, they should be easy to see and easy to scan from other ships. If they're so small that they actually hurt, that they're, hurtful to a cutlass but don't blow it up and one-shot it, then, yeah, that's going to be stupid, laying a million of them to even put a dent in a capital ship. So, I don't get it. Unless you move close to their range and use a magnet to attract you. But then again, like, how big would that range be? How big is the mine? A range according to what? A cutlass? And that's the other thing, is that you're not close. You're never going to be close to each other in space unless you lay a dense enough blanket of mines. It's all just kind of weird. Like, you either need to lay 1,000 mines, or they need to be big enough to hurt, in which case they start one-shotting small to medium ships, and in which case you should be able to see them from afar. Grinding my gears now. See, now it's fucking getting you annoyed. It's a good thing you haven't bought a mine ship. Mines in space are really strange to work out. You're not wrong. What do you mean take longer routes? The size of a minefield that would make a capital ship deviate? You realize that... Hang on. God damn it. You realize that if you're flying in space, you can just fly above it, or around it, or below it. Wherever the minefield is, you can go around it, right? That's the problem with space. So to make it a big enough space that they have to pass through, that means you're laying a billion mines. And that's not really cost effective, is it? It's a great top. Imagine patches of space laid with mines, and then you would know what type of populate what areas, and you would never know how much. But that's the thing, you could just fly around it. Even if you got inside of a minefield, they'd have to be so thick that they'd hit your ship. And now we're talking, well, what ship? The thickness of a minefield to consistently hit an Idris or a Bengal? Shit, even between an Idris and a Bengal is, a vast quantity of difference in density. And then now compare that to a cutlass or a fighter? Oh, for fuck's sake, where am I going now? No, stop it. Stop this shit right now. The shield you would need to pass through an unknown field. So, yeah, I wonder if that's why they retcon the asteroid wall. See, yeah, no clue, man. Imagine surrounding your moon, how many mines you would need to place a single... Yeah, dude, and even then, like, that's not great coverage. You could just slip in between it. That's just getting the entire area, So yeah, like, mines in space, like, the only way they work is in Hollywood with Galaxy Quest. And that'd be a dense field that you'd be stupid enough to fucking, fly into. And even then, that begs questions. Couldn't they just... If those mines were put there for the war of whatever in that game, in that universe's lore or whatever, couldn't they have just fucking flown around it into, like, what purpose did this minefield serve? How did this detract the enemy from going wherever, besides that specific spot where the mines are? Yeah, exactly. And they sold you the idea of mines, and you love the idea. Oh yeah, mine-laying spaceship, because of course. This is space and Hollywood and a game, and all of these things make sense in my head. And then you literally just sit down for 2 seconds and you think about the logistics. It's just impossible in every way. Cloaking mines, but then that's just ridiculous. Yeah, close enough and they would eventually set each other off. Yeah, exactly. They'd have to be anti-mine mines. Oh my, what a setup. Dude, thank you so much. I can't see your name that well. Scribbles of Dan. Welcome to VR Citizen. Even out in waters, it's not only 2D, but the thing is, you don't put them in deep ocean. Nobody's mining the fucking deep ocean, right? You put mines in harbors, to protect assets. You put them at the mouths of rivers to make sure enemies can't get inland. Where it would be choke points. There's no fucking choke point in space. It's ridiculous. Are the assets over here in the crater? Do we have to destroy them? Oh, dude, Luigi, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription gift, man. You're so nice of you. Imagine floating out to a mine in EVA and thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out there, and then boom! It's all voodoo, dude. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. I don't...
But a nerd never seen anything to make me believe there's one all-powerful force controlling everything.
Cerveza cristal.